ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. Om. Mandalam 10, Sukta 161, Rishi Yakshvanashana Devada Indra Chandas Trushtub Anushtub. This is the well-known Eye Suktam. Its seer is personified destroyer of diseases. Ruks in this Suktam are not difficult for comprehension. Munjamitva Havisha Jivanayakam Ajnatayakshma Udarajayakshma. O patient, I release you from an unknown disease for your long and happy living. With this offering, and even from king of diseases, pulmonary consumption. Or if any evil spirit has got hold of this disease-afflicted person now, O manifested self-Indra, Agni Atma, may you release this man from her. Evil spirits may have reference to mental diseases. 161.2. Yadikshitayur yadiva aparedo. If the patient's life is going to an end, or if he has left from this world, or if he is being led to the vicinity of death, I fetch him back from the place or jaws of the Lord of Death and bestow on him life for 100 autumns. Sahasrakshena Shatadharadena. 161.3. Pleased by 100 years of oblations of this man who has seen 100 autumns, the way Indra leads him across all his difficulties for 100 autumns with his thousands of eyes, in that way I deliver him from disease. With the help of a delighted Indra, the seer is extricating the patient from the jaws of death. Indra is supposed to have 1,000 eyes, Sahasraksha, as he is Jivatma of all living creatures. Shadanjiva Sharado Vardhamana. 161.4. O man, released from disease, prospering yourself, may you live for 100 years and see 100 autumns, 100 winters and 100 springs. Indra, Agni, Sabita and Brihaspati have given back this man, being pleased with oblations during his 100 years of life period. Ahashantva Midantva. 161.5. O disease-afflicted man, I have extricated you from the jaws of death, and I find you, O man. Please come again with new life or vigor. I have acquired for you all eyes, sensory organs, as well as all life for you. Next Suktam 162. Rishi Rakshoha Brahma Garbha Samsrave Prayashchittam Chandasanushtub. Ruks in this Suktam deals with protection of pregnant woman, a mother and her child. No further comments are called for on any of the ruks on this Sukta. 162.1. Brahmanagni Samvidano. O pregnant woman, whatever disease attains your womb, whatever ill-famed affliction rests in your ovary, may destroyer of divine spiritual Agni, join with sacred knowledge, overcome those afflictions from here. 162.2. Yaste Garbhama Viva Ima Maviva. Yaste Garbhama Viva. Yaste Garbhama Viva. O pregnant woman, whatever disease rests in your womb and whatever ill-famed affliction in your ovary, may soul of Agni, along with sacred knowledge, destroy that raw flesh-eating demon. Yaste handi padayandam. 162.3. O pregnant woman, I kill him, whoever kills the seed fallen in your womb and the embryo staying there, who kills the growing child and who wishes to kill your newborn child from this place in front of the shining Agni. Yasta Uru Biharat. 162.4. O pregnant woman, from this place I destroy him who destroys your thighs, who rests in between the wife and husband, and who licks up the inside of the ovary or womb. 162.5. Yastva bhrata patirbhutva. O woman, from this place I destroy him, whoever he may be, comes to you in the form of a brother, husband or lover, and who desires to kill your child. Last Rakanta Sukta 162.6. Yastva Swapnena Tamasa. O woman, from this place I destroy him who approaches you by seducing you with dreams and illusions, and who desires to kill your child. Next Sukta 163. Vivruha Kashyapa Yakshmanashanam Anushtuchanda. From scientific point of view, this Suktam and the earlier one show the extent of knowledge of psychology the ancient sages possess. They seem to be familiar with all major limbs of the human body and ailments associated with each one of them. Akshibhyam te nasikabhyam 163.1. O disease afflicted man, I tire of affliction from your eyes, from nose, from ears, from above the skin, from the head, from the brain, and from the tongue. Girivabhyasta Ushniha Bhya. 163.2. O disease afflicted man, I tire of sickness from energy or food or air carrying duct, windpipe in the neck, so also ailments from chest bones, back bones, and from your shoulder blades and hands. Andrebhyaste Gudabhyo. 163.3. O sick man, I tire of afflictions from the bowels, from the rectum, from large intestines, from the heart, from the bones on either sides of the heart, from your heart muscle and the whole intestines or spleen. 163.4. Urubhyam te O sick man, I drive away sickness from the thighs, from the knees, from the heels and feet, from hip and joints, from your buttocks and your abdomen. 163.5. Mehanat Mehanatvanang Karanal. O sick man, I drive away sickness from the water-carrying urinary duct, from your hairs and nails, I drive away sickness from all limbs of your body, effectively and also from the soul. Angal, lomno, whatever diseases arising from all limbs, from all hairs and from all joints, I drive it away. I drive away this sickness from all over your body and from the soul. And this was 163.6, last look of the sutta. 164th suttam. Prateta Angirasa Devada Duswapranashanam Chandas Anushtup Drushtup Pankti Abehi Manasaspade 164.1. Oh Master of the Mind, please go. Master of the Mind, please go away. Go to a far off distance and move about there. You make know the Lord of Death, who is seated far away, that a living mind is having diverse forms. Living mind appears in diverse forms made of wood matter. This is the gist of the book. Bhadram vai varam prunate. 164.2. People's minds choose only happy and most excellent wealth, physical or spiritual. They harness excellent gift. I tell only auspicious word for the son of the brilliant one, Atma. A living mind is amongst many men. Ida shasa ni shasabhi. May 164.3. May Agni hold far away from us the fruits of all unpleasant bad deeds, which might have been done by us during the waking state, with desire or hope or without hope, and with imprecation, and those which might have been done in the dream state. May Agni burn away the fruits of bad deeds done in the waking and dream states, purposely or unintentionally. Yadindra Brahmanaspate 164.4. O Indra, O Lord of sacred knowledge, whatever harm we might have done towards you, please protect us from the fruits of that. May you protect a knower of sacred knowledge, son of a sage who is shining like burning charcoal from the troubles caused by enemies. Ajeshmat Dhyasanama. May we win 164.5, last Rakunda Sutta. May we win what is to be won over and again and what is to be acquired. May we become sinless. May the notion of fruit associated with sin committed in waking and dream states go to one whom we hate, and to one who hates us. Becoming sinless as described in earlier lyrics, may we gain what is to be acquired or is to be won over. 165 Suttam. Kaboda Nairrita Devada Vishwadeva Chandas Trushtu. Here the pigeon is to be considered as a messenger of Lord of Death and sent by him to take away the soul of the dying man. With this clarification, meanings of the lyrics should become comprehensible. But in reality, Lord of Death is only an imaginary concept. Death itself is unreal, since birth and death are there only for the I feeling or ahambhava, and not for the body or the soul. Deva Kapota Ishido 165.1. O resplendent beings, this pigeon, messenger of Lord of Death and is impelled by him, comes to this place wishing which thing for overcoming that trouble we praise you. May happiness be there for our bipeds and quadrupeds. Shiva Kapota Ishido no 165.2. O resplendent beings, may this bird pigeon, impelled by Lord of Death, be auspicious and sinless in our houses. O wise beings, may spiritual Agni delight in this oblation or hymn of ours. May this winged weapon avoid us. Hedi Pakshinina number the Bhat 165.3. May the winged weapon not hurt us. May he make his abode in the receptacle for the sacred fire of the impeller. May happiness be there for our cows and men. O resplendent beings, may the pigeon not hurt us here. Yadu Uluvo Badati 165.4. What the owl says, may that become unsuccessful. May pigeon make Agni as his abode. Whose messenger is this pigeon? May this salutation be for that controller of death. Last Sutta. Grija Kabodam Nudata Pranodam. O resplendent beings, being praised by this hymn, please drive away repeatedly the pigeon to be removed. Delighting yourself, may you obliterate all our difficulties. Bring around food and cows for us. May the best flying pigeon fly away, abandoning our vigor. We go to 166 Sutta. Rishabha Vairaja Sapatnanashana Devata Chandas Anushtup Mahavanti Rishabhamma Samananam 166.1. O Indra, please make me mighty among equals, overcomer of adversaries, destroyer of enemies and protector of ray, spiritual, among glittering spiritual light rays. Protector of ray implies realizer of Atma or Indra, oneness with Atma. Aham Asmi Sapatnahendra 166.2. I am destroyer of adversaries. Like Indra, I am unhurt and uninjured. All these adversaries may stay below my feet. Atraiva vo api nahyam ubhe 166.3. O adversaries, I fasten you all like the two ends of a bow to your place of stay only. O Lord of speech, whoever speak ill of me, may you suppress those people. Abhi Bhurahama 166.4. O adversaries, conqueror of all, I have come with all accomplishing strength. I take all your memory, all your realm, and all your battle or assembly. Which means I take complete control of the whole host of adversaries. This is the implied meaning. Here, adversaries are sinful thoughts within one's own mind, or creation of an ignorant mind. Yoga Kshemam Va Adayaham 166.5. O adversaries, taking hold of your welfare and prosperity, I have become most excellent. Then I step upon your head. From under my foot, you raise your voice like frogs from water. Next Suktam 167. Vishwamitra Jamadagni. In Devada Indra Adi. Chandas Jagati. In this Suktam, Soma could be grass, juice of the Soma creeper, or subtle, this Suktam, or spiritual, flowing essence of Atma. Three different meanings can be derived for all ruks in this base. Tubhedamindra Parishichyate Madhu 167.1. O Indra, this sweet essence is being poured out or diffused for you. You are the Lord of the pot of extracted Soma. You make for us many heroes and wealth, but practicing austerities and meditation, you conquer your own self. Indra causes the appearance of many heroes. He is knower of Atma. Swarchitam Mahi Mandanam Andhaso 167.2. We call upon Indra, who is conqueror of his own self, is delighting himself, is in the great nourishing essence and food, and is powerful, to come near the extracted Soma. O Indra, please understand this sacrifice and come here. We beg victorious, abundantly rich Indra for envious wealth. Indra is being invited to this knowledge sacrifice. Envious wealth implies Atmajnana. Somasya Ratnyo Varunasya Dharmani 167.3. O abundantly rich Indra, now, inspired by you, I have prepared food and drink in this pot. I, the foremost scholar, make this praise flow smoothly for or towards you. O friend of all, and blazing like fire, when will you come with procured wealth in this extracted Soma in this house? This is spoken by the seer of the Sutta. No additional explanation may be necessary on the Srika either. We go to the next Sutta 168. Anila Vadayana Rishi Devata Vayu Chandas Trushto. This Suktam gives a beautiful description of air and wind. Vadasyanu Mahimanam Rathasya 168.1. I quickly tell the greatness of the chariot of the wind. His tumult approaches, making noise and destroying everything all round. This Vayu, wind, touches the bottom of the space or the atmosphere. Wind goes about making or raising reddish earth's dust everywhere. Also, wind approaches casting dust of the earth. Wind makes a howling noise within the atmosphere, which is below the space, with reference to an observer on the earth. Rest of the Ruk is self-explanatory. Sam prerate anuvadasya vishtha 168.2. Even firm-looking things agitate in front of or in the presence of wind. They attain this wind, like maidens coming to a festival. With those powers which are harnessed by himself, this shining one moves along with his chariot. He is the master of all this universe. 168.3. Antarikshe Pathibhir moving along paths in the atmosphere, the wind never stays anywhere on any day. Wind or air is friend of water droplets. born first from the water streams, and is maintainer of Rita. In what place air is born, or from where air came into being? This is the question. Wind aids evaporation of water. Air is more subtle than water. Gaseous air makes its appearance before water's appearance. Both of them are superimpositions on the birthless permanent state Brahman. Last trick of the Sukta, 168.4. Atma Devanam Bhuvanasya Garbho. This shining Vayu air is the soul of the shining beings or pranas, and is the source of living creatures of creation. He moves according to his own will. His tumult or noise is heard, and his form is not visible. We serve that Vayu with oblations. Vayu is said to be manifested self or Pratyaksham Brahma. Without air, even enlightened souls cannot live. This is the assumption. Atmospheric air is the sanctuary of all living creatures. Wind moves freely in the atmosphere, making noise. Air has no form and not seeable. All these are well-known physical principles regarding air. The Suktam shows that ancient sages knew most of the basic facts about air. 169 Suktam. Shabara Kakshivada Devadagava Chandastrishtu Mayobhurbado Abhivadusra 169.1. May wind causing pleasure blow towards cows or brightness. May the cows or spiritual light rays eat up vigor-giving plants. May they drink fluids which are fattening and rich in vital powers. O Rudra, may you delight these four-legged animals for protection. Usra may mean cow or brightness, which could imply spiritual light. This manifests in plants and herbs. Even the cow is activated by Atmiya Pavana Soma, flowing essence of Atma. This is the implication of the 169.2. Yeah? Sarupa Virupa Ekarupa. O rain cloud, please procure great happiness for them who are of similar and diverse forms, are of one form, whose forms Agni knows by sacrifice, and which sages who are shining like burning charcoal made here by intense meditation. Comment on this. Outwardly the Ruk talks about the rain cloud or ignorance cloud carrying spiritual light rays. Implied meaning of the Ruk is the following. Based on ignorance of Atma, wise sages conceived of Atmiya Pavamana Soma, the flowing essence of Atma, who is the birthless one, which activates infinite diverse forms made of inert matter and aided by the soul of Agni, who supplies the physical or gross energy for their activities. 169.3. Ya Deveshu Tanva. O manifested self-Indra, please delight them who are established in the rays of the spiritual light, which impel the body in shining beings. Atmiya Soma knows all such forms which are granting offspring for us and are causing us to swell with water or milk. Implied meaning, Indra provides Jivatma to all living forms, while shining Soma bestows on them the moving witnessing Atma, Sakshi Atma. Soma activates subtle, imaginary or shining forms as well as grass or physical forms. Water or milk stands for nourishment, implying the fact that bodies of living beings are made of food matter. Last trick of the sutta. Prajapatir Mahyameda Rarano. O Lord of all born beings, please bring near me these sounding beings who are established in spiritual light rays, which are found with or by all shining beings and our forefathers, which are auspicious, which are good and virtuous to us. We stay along with their offsprings. Comment. Rays correspond to spiritual light. All material forms manifest because of these spiritual rays of light. May Indra, universal Jivatma, delight all living creatures for which witnessing self comes from spiritual light rays carried by Atmiya Pavamana Soma. These rays of spiritual light are found or realized by enlightened souls and ancient sages. Spiritual rays of light is truth, Sat, Chit, Anandam, Brahma, and do good to living creatures. Though outwardly the suttam looks simple, it carries important implied meaning. We go to Suttam 170. Vibhrat, Rishi, Saurya, Devata, Surya, Chandas, Jagati, Astaravanti. Vibhran, Brihat, Pibatu Somyam. Radiant sun holding life in the Lord of sacrifices, Atmiyavaman Soma, may drink that great sweet Soma essence. Impelled by Vayu, on his own he protects the solar world. He nourishes all living subjects and shines diversely. Soma, flowing essence of Atma, bestows existence on the sun, who is one and the main source of energy for the solar world. Energy personified Agni is generally considered to have manifested after air, but energy could have manifested before air also. This is the comment. Vibhran, Brihat, Subhratam, Vajasatamam. 170.2. Radiant sun is born as a symbol of the great spiritual light which is well cherished, is winner of food or granter of energy, is supporter of the solar world, is fixed in the upholding of the space, is the emblem of truth, is the destroyer of unfriendly enemies, infidels, demonic characters and adversaries. All five basic forms of matter are to be considered as messengers of Atma. This is the essence of Rag. Hence the sun is manifested Brahman just like Vayu. Idam Sreshtham Jyotisham 170.3. This most excellent light of all, which means grass lights, is said to be the best, is winner of all and is winner of wealth. All radiant sun, radiating great grass light all around for making the universe visible to all, spreads imperishable energy, which is existence and which overcomes darkness, which is extensive and which overcomes darkness. Energy is imperishable indeed. It can neither be created nor destroyed. The Ashtakava Sutta. Vibhrat, Janjodisha, Swa, O sun, shining forth with your own light, you have gone to the most shining place of the space. By your radiance, which is creating all things and which is dear to all shining beings, all these worlds, all living creatures are caused to exist by this radiance of yours. Energy needs of the entire solar world is met by the sun. That is the implication. Now we go to Suktam 171. Shita Bhargava Devata Indra Chandas Gayatri Tvam Tyamitato Tvam Tyamitato Rathamindra. O Indra, may you protect that very chariot of a sage who is like a mat woven from reed and is an offerer or drinker of Atmiya Soma. Please listen to the hymn of a possessor of Soma. May Indra protect the body of the seer of the Suktam. This is the implied meaning. He is activated by Soma, flowing essence of Atma. Tvam Makhasya Dodhata 171.2. O Indra, you cover and lower the head of the sacrifice. May you go to the house of a possessor of spiritual Soma. Indra promotes knowledge sacrifice and discourages violent sacrifice. That is the implication of the Rak. 171.3. Tvam Tyamindra Martyam. O Indra, in a moment you delight an adorable man for a reflecting man who is knowledgeable about arrows. Comment. Indra gives delight to a sharp-shooting seeker of self-knowledge, Atma-jnanam. Tvam Tyamindra Suryam Pascha 171.4. O Indra, you make the sun who is resplendent on the west, even beyond the home of shining beings, to come to the east. Movement of the sun with respect to earth is being talked about in this rak. This last rak, and we go to the next Suktam 172. Samvatta Angirasa Devata Usha Chandas Dvipada Virat Ayahi Vanasa Saha. O Usha, when the cows with their udders follow their path, then you please come with your loveliness. Implied meaning, at dawn cows proceed towards their pastures. Ayahi Vasvyadhiya 172.2. O Usha, please come with knowledge of the night. Usha is the granter of gift by liberal givers of gifts and is performing sacrifice. 2 and 3. Next one. At dawn people perform sacrifices and give gifts as though in honor of Usha. 172.3. Pitubhrato na tantum we who are good givers of gift indeed perform a succession of sacrifices like a bringer of food. We honor Usha by offering oblations to her. Next we go to 172.4. Usha Abha Swasutama. Usha drives away darkness of her sister night. Nobility of her good birth follows her course or path. Dawn drives away darkness of the night. Loveliness of Usha precedes her all along her path. 173 Suktam. Rishi Dhruva Angirasa Devata Raja Chandasanushtu. आत्वा हाश्रमन्तरेधि O king, we have procured you here as a king, growing strong in our midst, not deviating in mind. You sit on your seat firmly. All subjects want you. May the kingdom not fall from you. This rook and the next rook can be treated as words spoken by his priest to a king who is being newly crowned. Ihaivaidhi Mapa Joshtha 173.2 O king, grow strong here only. Do not fall off. Stand firmly like a mountain. You firmly sit here like Indra. Protect the kingdom here. Imam Indra Adhidhara 173.3 Getting delighted with steady oblations, may Indra preserve this firm king. May shining Soma talk in favor of him. So also Brahmanaspati. This may not require any additional explanation. 173.4 Getting delighted with steady oblations, may Indra preserve this firm king, may shining Soma talk in favor of him. So also Brahmanaspati. That is good enough. Next we go to 73.4. Dhruva Dev Dhruva Prithvi. The space is steady and lasting. So also the earth, these mountains, and also the whole universe. May this ruler of this subject also be steady and firm. Next, Ruk 73.5. Dhruvam te Raja Varuno. O king, may King Varuna support you and your kingdom firmly. Similarly, may resplendent Brihaspati, Indra, and Solavakti hold you and your kingdom firmly. This Ruk is also addressed by the priest of the king. Dhruvam Dhruvena Havishabhi 173.6 With steady and lasting oblations, we come into contact with permanent Atmiya Soma essence. Likewise, may Indra make these subjects his sole payers of tribute. We go to 174 Sukta. Abhivarta Ankirasa Rishi Devata Raja Chandasanushtu. In this Suktam, Indra could be Adhidevik or Adhyatmik. Abhivartena Havisha. With what oblation which is approaching him, Indra goes towards all. O Lord of sacred knowledge, by that you sent us for going towards that kingdom. In this and Suktam and Rik flow 4, oblation implies Soma, flowing essence of Atma. Kingdom stands for universe. Abhivritya Sabat Na Nabhi Yano. O king, conquering your adversaries, you overcome those who are envious of us, and also those who are hostile to us, and those who are angry to us. King would mean Indra, the universal manifested self. This was 10.174.2. Now we go to 1.74.3. Here also, Indra means universal manifested self. Abhitva Savita. O King, may resplendent Savita approach towards you and also Atmiya Soma. In the way you become victorious, may all worlds approach you. 174.4. Yenendro Havisha. O shining beings, that oblation I have made, by which oblation Indra became active, prosperous, and best, only by that have I become one having no adversaries. Last stroke of the sutta. 174.5. Asapatna Sapatnaha, destroyer of adversaries, I have become one having no adversaries. Becoming the lord of the kingdom, I have become the overlord of all these creatures, human beings, and overcomer of foes. Identifying himself with spiritual Soma or with Atma, the seer of the Suktam has become one with Atma. This is being implied by the Rag. With this, we conclude today's session. Viramastavat.